What's going on, you guys? I'm Mitchell with Mitchell's Lawn Care. Thanks for tuning into the channel. And got my tractor loaded up. Got a repair job to do on a gravel driveway this morning, and just making sure everything is securely loaded and fastened. You know, that famous saying, that ain't going nowhere. So I just like to double check. I loaded this thing up last night, but just want to double check and make sure everything is good to go here with the tractor. I've got about a 450 foot driveway to repair, so stick along for the ride and let's get this thing started. All right, y'all, so just pulled on to the job site. Got me a biscuit at the local restaurant, Carter's, not Carter's, that place went out of business, Country Barbecue Express. But anyway, this is a property that I mow on the regular, and last week, let me get over here where the light's a little bit better, get the sun behind me, but last week I came through with some Roundup, got the whole driveway sprayed. As you can see, the grass in the center and along the edges. But let me get turned here with it to my back. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Lighten this thing up some. But anyways, so if you can see here, there's just the tire tracks in the gravel, but the gravel actually goes way over here. Okay, and luckily with this driveway there is no erosion issues, so all I need to do is just drop the rippers down, get it resurfaced, or dig up some of the old rock, get it resurfaced. But anyway, I got 450 feet to do, and the driveway is going to go down past that way and then hook and go back towards the home. We're not going down there, so we're just going from the road to pretty much where the driveway curves. That's roughly 450 feet. So I've already got the boat unloaded, gonna get it warmed up, got to get the scare fires dropped down, and then it's time to start ripping up some gravel. Alright, you guys, so I want to interrupt the broadcast for just a minute to talk to you about Jobber. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you why I think you should try it out. I'm going to tell you why I switched to it. For years and years, I was using like old antiquated system, like Microsoft Word programs and QuickBooks and handwriting stuff. And it was taking me, 4-5 hours in my office invoicing, scheduling, and doing all that stuff. And it got to the point where it was affecting my quality of life and overall life. And so there's just got to be a better way. I didn't want to sit and the office for that many hours. You know, being in the office is not fun, but it's one of those necessary evils, you know what I mean? So stumbled upon Jobber, and Jobber's a CRM, a client relationship management or client relation management software, and it allows you to schedule your jobs, quote jobs, invoice jobs, communicate with your clients. They can request jobs, they can request changes to current quotes, and you can manage your employees' times, you know, time tracking. You know, your employees can, you know, download the app and complete jobs and all that stuff. And you know, there's route optimization, jobber payments, yada yada yada. You can chemical tracking, expense reports, blah blah. It puts everything under one roof for you, and that's what I needed. And fast forward till today, I switched to Jobber. I believe it was 2018, 2019. So I've been using it for several years. And, you know, some of you may already have heard this or seen this, but I literally turned 4 to 5 hours in the office to literally probably 10 to 15 minutes. And if that is not a success story, I don't know what is. So if you feel like you're in the same situation that I was, and you want to be in the same situation that I am now, definitely check out Jobber. There's a link in the description down below of this video. Click on it. There's no, what is it, no pressure to buy or nothing like that. You can try the software out for 14 days for free, and if you like it and you sign up, you're going to get 20% off your first 6 months. If you don't like it, cancel your trial, and you know, good luck to you. Hope you find something that you like and that works for you. So there's no pressure to buy. And if you sign up, I do get a little kickback. It does help the channel, and I appreciate you guys for that. But anyway, check it out. Description's down below. Follow them on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, Jobber. Anyways, back to the broadcast. Alright, so I have no idea how the audio is going to be. First time using my GoPro and the tractor, but just wanted to give you guys a view of in here while I'm working. So I just showed you some footage of, I've got the box blade down, got it right at the number 2 setting, so I don't have it all the way down. I've got the scarifiers dropped. I've got them lowered as far down as they will go, and I've got the box blade low enough to where I'm just activating the scarifiers, not the cutting edge is still above the surface. So all I'm doing right now is just ripping up. Okay, I'm going to make a couple passes straight down and back, and then I will make several passes back and forth, like going like this, okay? And that way the rippers aren't following in the same channel as they were before, because if not, all you're going to do is you're going to kind of have a corn road where the rippers are down if you don't, you know, maneuver all over the place to get everything ripped up. I know there's plenty of videos out there with gravel driveway repairs and tractor jobs and all that stuff, but this is something new to me, a new direction that I'm taking some services here with the business, and if nothing else, this is a way for me to keep track of stuff I'm doing and kind of like build a video resume for me and my company, and take you guys along for the ride too. So it's not your normal mowing footage, and I'll be completely honest, I will have to say that I'm out on the main road, so gotta be careful. But I just can't record mowing all the time. It's monotonous. same thing, just cutting grass, cutting grass. So, doing this tractor work is new to me and exciting. I'm gonna get that. Alright you guys, so little update. I have ran over it about 20 or 30 times with the rippers, you know, in their lowest position, like I said, okay. And then there was so much grass. If you remember I showed you at the beginning, there was so much grass on this driveway, you know, that's got to go somewhere. When you're ripping it up, all that stuff starts, you know, clumping up and coming up to the top of the driveway, and you don't want to leave that stuff because it's just unsightly. Yes, it'll die, but so I took about 30-45 minutes with a yard rake, a metal rake, hard rake, whatever you want to call it, and walked up and down the driveway trying to rake that stuff into piles, and then threw it all into the bucket of the tractor and went out into the woods and dumped it. Now, did I get every single tiny little clump? No, I didn't. I got the big up, okay, the noticeable stuff. So, what I've done right now is I have lifted up the rippers to their middle location. There's 3 settings, all the way up, like a middle position, and then all the way down. So, what I've done now is I have put them in their middle position, so they're still, you know, digging a little bit, but not much. And now I'm proceeding to, I'm still right around the 1.5 to 2 mark on the box blade, so I don't have it drop down in its lowest position, and I'm just running back over this driveway several times. And you know, based on the footage, about 450 feet, I don't, you know, I haven't been doing this long enough to know that, okay, in 450 feet, you're going to have to run over it 20 times, 30 times. I don't know. I don't even know if there is a set number, because all driveways are different. Some of the material is different. You know, you could have a driveway that, this driveway was in decent shape. It had some little bumps in it and stuff, some like what I would call acceleration marks, or acceleration damage, you know, where tires are spinning and jumping. And then it was a little bit eroded from, you know, just the homeowner coming in and out of here in the same track. So it was kind of rutted a little bit, okay? Not bad, but it was. So, and then you've got driveways that are like completely just like washed out, rutted, you know, got water issues, erosion problems. You know, that's going to take a lot more time than this. You know, a 450-foot driveway that's badly damaged can take all day, where this one, you know, should only take me 3-4 hours if done right. And I'm not rushing. I've got the tractor in low gear, and I'm just taking it easy. I'm not rushing. I have found that if you go too fast, of course the tractor jumps and the box blade jumps, and it just takes longer. So, you know, I have learned pretty quickly that slow is fast. So I try to take my time. Now, I've got the tractor in full drive. You know, once you start ripping this gravel up and getting it loose, and you start loading that box blade with material, a lot of times the tractor will break traction with just the 2-wheel drive engaged. So got a footer in 4WD. You know what I mean? So again, I'm just barely scratching the surface of this, and the more times that I run over it, the more it's going to dissipate that, you know, old vegetation that I pulled up, and the more it's going to smooth it over. Now, I'm only using a 72-inch box blade by Lampride. You know, I wanted the grading planer, grading scraper, land plane, whatever you want to call it, by Lampride, but Sync Farm Equipment didn't have one in stock, and they were kind of like on back order, and they already had box blades, and you know, I know how to use a box blade. It's a great tool, and honestly, like the one implement, the one attachment that you should and must have in your fleet. So ultimately, on a resurfacing like this, or just a repair, I'm not adding any new material to this driveway because there is plenty already. Ultimately, a grading scraper would be ideal for this because I'm not having to transport new material to any place in the driveway, so I could just run over it several times with the grading scraper and be done. But I don't have one yet, so I'm eventually hoping to pick one up. But right now, it's just the box blade. So I did opt for the hydraulic top link on this, which makes doing these driveway repairs with the box blade so easy, because I can just tilt that box blade back and back drag the driveway. Back drag, even though I'm going forward. The back of the box blade is dragging the driveway, so I can smooth it out. And I always keep and I may talk like I've done many of these. I've done driveway repairs with my Yanmar, just never this tractor. But you know, I always keep the front bucket on the loader because there's instances where you need to use it to smooth out some places, or you know, when you get to the end of a row, you may have a little bit of material in your box blade, and you know, you can't really do the finessing with it that you can with the front end loader, the bucket. So I always have the bucket on the loader when I do these repairs. Alright, I'm going to move the camera, show you guys an angle of the actual box blade and what I'm doing. And I've probably got about another hour here, and then I'll be done. Alright y'all, this one is a wrap. Got it all cleaned up, ran over it a bunch, smoothed it all out, back dragged it, got as many of the clumps of grass out that I could, got it looking pretty. So this is, make sure I got the camera right. There we go. Now, sometimes it loses focus on me and I forget to check. But get down here to where I can show you a little better. This driveway had a little bit of a mixture of rock in it. The main part was ABC, Crusher Run, Road Bond, many different names. Wash stones with fines in it. compacts really well. A newer section down here by the bend was all 57 washed. Doesn't pack, moves around. But anyways, just gonna walk down here, show you the whole thing. But as you can see here behind me, I'm sure it's probably blurry on the screen, but got it all done. Walked the whole thing with the property owner. She's happy, and that's what it's all about. So just going to show you this real quick. So this is where I stopped, right down there where the driveway curves to the right. The home is back there. So I did from that bend in the road all the way out. And it was about 450 feet. The reason I walked it with the property owner is I like to be on the same sheet of music as they are, and like them to be on the same sheet of music as I am. And I wanted them to know that I did not widen this driveway any more than it already was. Some people are real picky about that, and she just had a ton of gravel that was being covered up by vegetation. So it gives the appearance that I widened it, when in fact I did not. So check it out, let me know what you think, and hope to have many more of these here to come on the channel. Again, this was a gravel driveway repair job, and it took me right at about 3.5 hours. Again, no rocks. If I was bringing in all new material, I'd still be working a few more hours. Anyways, thanks for you guys' support. Give it a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Smash that subscribe button. Comment down below if you got any questions, and appreciate you guys' support. Browse the channel. See you next video.